Yeah, I'd like to wish all you guys a Merry Christmas, especially if you're having your end of year vacations right now. A lot of people are taking off right now, and I'm actually in a shopping center, as you guys are aware, but a lot of people are out and about right now buying Christmas presents and things like that. There's a lot of music going on, and yeah, just the mood seems to be pretty happy. So that's pretty good. So yeah, I wanted to come on board my channel because there has been quite a lot of interesting news in the last few days. Now, to start with, let us start with the UN, the New World Order, if you like. They just passed a resolution condemning Israel for becoming a nation in 1948. I mean, that coming from the UN doesn't surprise me, but I'm going to be very honest with you. I never thought that the UN would be slow, to come down to such a low level to actually condemn Israel, the nation of God, for becoming a nation in 1948 and calling that a catastrophe. I'm still yet to pick up my jaw, from the floor on that. I never expected the UN, to go down this low, not this low. Look, it's not surprising, the UN has been bringing out, many resolutions against Israel, if you like, but this is at another level. It's so surprising, so bizarre, Let's not forget that Jesus told us that salvation comes from the Jews. You guys will remember that Jesus told, that woman in Chaiko's well, okay, the salvation comes from the Jews, and all of us Christians are expecting the rapture of the church, and Jesus is going to save us from the tribulation period and from all the evil and the wickedness that is being brought up now and that is coming. So to say that not only that, but a lot of nations are going to be charged. Let's not forget either. Sorry about the noise, folks. It's pretty bad. It's kind of like derailing my train of thought here. But let's not forget Jesus' parable of the the parable of the judgment of the sheep and the goats in Matthew 25 verse 31, I believe, and also what Joel said in Joel chapter 3 verse 1 to 3, I think, from memory. So just hope that your very own country doesn't become a goat nation and is judged by Jesus as a goat nation. This is just incredible. Like the UN being anti-God, anti-Israel. The nation of their God. The nation of their Lord and Savior, Lord Jesus Christ. It is unbelievable. Like I said, I still haven't picked up my jaw from the floor when I heard that. I never expected the UN to be so low on this, so low. But anyway, moving forward, now looks like Russia wants some kind of dissolution from this Ukrainian war. They are prepared to, not to get into any further conflict with Ukraine, as long as the Ukraine is prepared to give Russia the territories that Russia has already annexed. So we'll see how that pans out. It will make sense because, we are expecting prophetic-wise the Second War of 38, 39. So if this war in the Ukraine ends very soon, it wouldn't surprise me because, like I said, Russia is expected prophetically to come down. So, and in other news, I'll talk about the Rapture in a minute, but in other news, we just heard on the news about Elon Musk Neuralink. Okay, apparently they're gonna be having a human candidate, if you like, in the next 6 months or so. They said that they're gonna be going on trials. So they're gonna be testing the computer chip, if you like, on a human being. So yeah, another shocker. You just about don't have any words left for everything that is just turning up on the news. It's I don't know, folks. Like the days of Noah are progressively getting worse. So, but I don't think that we can say that the rapture of the church is soon. I think using the word soon is probably wrong. We can probably say, look, we're heading towards the rapture, but like I said on many videos before, we can't get out because we need to see the fulfillment of the prophecy in Isaiah and the Jeremiah prophecy regarding Elam and the Ezekiel war, okay, and also the rebuilding of Israel's third temple. And once Israel finishes with the third temple, then they're going to be presenting the world their Messiah. Okay, we know him as the Antichrist, so we're not going to be getting out until then because by a process of elimination, okay, so I repeat this word again, this is a very key word, by a process of elimination, then you cannot feed Isaiah, Elam, Ezekiel into the tribulation period because it just wouldn't work because God cannot glorify himself at the same time while he's allowing the Antichrist to rule for the next 7 years because it conflicts. There is a conflict there and it just wouldn't work. And we know that the secret war cannot start until Isaiah and Elam, or Isaiah 17 and Elam are out of the way first because that's two of the provocation that is needed for the secret war. So, by a process of elimination and just common sense, we cannot have, the rapture of the church until these three plus the Israel's rebuilding the third temple out of the way.